experienced cyclist, you'll feel right at home at Bike MS. You're committing yourself to help the MS community and take action for your loved ones diagnosed with MS, and you're building upon your network of like-minded individuals passionate about giving back to the community and tackling the challenge that is Bike MS. So you don't have to ride a bike to be part of Bike MS. If you have friends and family or coworkers who would like to be involved, please send them to our website for volunteering. Our volunteer opportunities are listed there, and there are many great ways to involve the whole family. You'll be able to help create a world free of MS, take part in team building experience. You can work towards community service goals, and we also have corporate sponsorship and branding opportunities available if your company is interested. So typically at this point, we throw a question out to everybody in the group if we have anybody who wants to answer what our biggest first-time obstacles are for fundraisers. I know we have a small group on the call tonight, so I'm going to kind of in the spirit of moving a little quicker tonight, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. Sometimes it's just making that big first ask is often the hardest thing that our fundraisers encounter. So what we want to do is help you change that mindset. We're here to give you all the tools to feel comfortable with asking for donations and the confidence that those donations you receive from friends and family are put to good use. Not all fundraising tactics involve a one-to-one ask. We have the power of social media at our fingertips, and last year, Bike MS Cyclists raised nearly $8 million through Facebook fundraisers alone. So when it comes to fundraising, we want you to have as much success as possible, and on these next slides, I'm going to talk to you about a few things that we have in place to ensure your success. So, as you've heard today, the Bike MS community is unmatched. This is thanks to our shared commitment towards a cure and passion to bike towards breakthroughs together. You've taken the first step in ending MS by registering for the Bike MS New York City and joining us tonight. We're stronger in numbers, and now you're now part of an unstoppable group of dedicated to raising over 2.1 million to ensure that no one hears the words "you have MS" ever again, and that deserves some cowbell. Which no, our artificial cowbell is not working tonight. I apologize.
You told me it didn't work last time, so I'm not sure if it's working.
The noise suppression is working very well, however. So now that you're here, you're probably wondering what's next. Well, it's time to step up to the challenge as we increase awareness and raise essential funds together. But what does that really mean? What it means is, I just lost my place. My apologies. It means no matter the distance you choose to ride come event weekend, that you've committed to raising $250 or more to help those living with MS and their families. So thank you. Solidifying our personal goals early grounds us in our purpose and drives us towards our collective target. So if you're new to event fundraising, don't worry. Our local staff are here to ensure you're set up for success. Fundraising coaches like myself will help you strategize, brainstorm ideas, and break down barriers on your way towards your goal. Our job is to help you realize your potential and maximize your impact. So don't be afraid to use us as a resource. So don't let this $250 fundraising minimum intimidate you. We have included plenty of ways to reach your fundraising goals and beyond on the screen. Your participant center on your website is great for sending out email solicitations. You can upload your address book and use email templates already loaded there to share your story and then send it out. You're able to see and thank everyone who's donated, all within the Bike MS Participant Center. Another great way to fundraise is through social media, with Facebook in particular. Once you've logged into your participant center, connect your fundraising to Facebook through our website. This way your donations are credited to your personal fundraising. Note, this is different than the Facebook birthday fundraisers they have available. Another great opportunity is to involve the local community in what we call wraparound events. These events are hosted and put on by you, with all the donations going to your Bike MS fundraising. We have a few examples on the screen, and if you'd like to explore one of these, please reach out to us. We can connect you to other fundraisers who have found success using wraparound events. And lastly, and most importantly, there's nothing more powerful than sharing why you're riding with your network and followers. Sharing your connection to the National MS Society encourages others to do the same and helps strengthen our network of supporters. You never know who may have a connection until you share yours. In addition to sharing why you're riding, make a self-donation. Show your donors that you're just as committed to fundraising as you are to riding. This will encourage others to follow suit. And additionally, the National MS Society website has great resources to share with your donors to show the impact they are making. We have images, videos, and our strategic plan progress reports are packed with information that is helpful to demonstrate the progress we're making through Bike MS fundraising dollars. So we also have an app, so please make sure you have the Bike MS app. You can install the app on your phone. You log in with the same username and password as your online fundraising center. It will let you track your training rides as you get ready for your event. So this will help you build some excitement as you share your progress. You can complete challenges to earn badges for all of your accomplishments. The app makes it easy to fundraise on the go. You can deposit checks, post to social media, text, and email right from your phone's address book. You can also enter donations simply by choosing enter your credit card or check deposit, depending on the type of donation you are entering. So when you're getting started, knowing your network is crucial to your success. This includes both your personal and professional contacts. So here are some easy ways to build a list of your personal contacts. You can think about who did you see at your last family or school reunion? Who are you sending out your holiday mailing list to? Who have you recently supported in a charity fundraiser of their own? What community groups are you involved currently in? What businesses do you frequent? What simply businesses, simple like a salon or gym or grocery stores you go to a lot. In addition to that, it's important not to limit your network solely to personal connections, but take the time to review your professional network. You want to think beyond your current department or role, or who is on your Outlook contact list or your staff directory. Don't forget your former coworkers. Who do you regularly interact with in the workplace? Think about vendors, clients, partners, and what networking groups or organization meetings do you attend? Are you involved in a chamber of commerce or professional development group? These are all great places to reach out to in terms of soliciting fund donations. Once you have your network identified, take the time to reflect on why you're riding and begin to share it. Talk about it at the water cooler, the elevator, on the sidelines of your kid's soccer game. Write it down in a letter, a text, an email message. Simply always be Bike MSing, if you will. And as I mentioned before, if you're on social media, the best thing you can do is create a linked Facebook fundraiser through our participant center. Individuals who utilize Facebook fundraisers on average raise 4 times more than those who don't. Always seek out opportunities to double your impact through company matches. This is a really easy way to drive your fundraising. Check with your human resources department to see if your company matches charitable contributions and ask your donors to do the same. You follow these tips to kickstart your fundraising. You still need more support to get your fundraising gear. I suggest making a self-donation, any amount to show your donors you've got skin in the game, and then check your fundraising section of our website to keep the momentum going. It's full of shareable images, videos, like the one you saw in our presentation tonight. It's got a whole bank of ideas on and how-to guides as well. If that wasn't enough, we also have more resources at bikems.org. So please check out the fundraising tab as well as the Bike MS tab for tons of useful information. Specifically, the impact and mission pages are full of great resources. If you don't have a direct connection to MS but would like some impactful info to share. So now, so now that you know you have the support of the local staff and access to all of Bike MS fundraising resources, you're sure to hit your fundraising minimum in no time. So once you're there, don't stop. We want you to keep pedaling for a purpose. The more you raise, not only the greater your ride's impact, but you also earn more prizes while doing it. And here are some of those prizes and levels. If you're on the phone, we are flashing pictures of the prizes for you right now. And they involve anything from water bottles and socks, speakers, and jackets and vests. So riders who go above and beyond their fundraising can also take part in what we call our passport program. So anyone who raises $5,000 or more is eligible. The passport program cyclists have opportunity to ride in any additional Bike MS event with no registration fee and no obligation to meet the fundraising requirement. You'll also receive an exclusive passport jersey and unlock your choice of a Gravenhurst insulated jacket or a Thule Subterra duffel bag. Beyond the passport program is our $10,000 Premier Peddlers. When you reach the National MS Society's most honored fundraising level, you join an elite group of cyclists that are individually changing the world for people affected by MS. In an effort to thank you for your outstanding efforts, we invite you to ride in any of our exceptional events across the country without paying a registration fee or having to meet the fundraising requirement as part of our National MS Passport program. You'll also unlock our final fundraising incentives, which is a Yeti hopper and a Garmin Vino 2 GPS smartwatch. And finally, many of our riders choose to put the mission first. And what that means is our riders also have the option to choose mission first as their prize selection, which donates the cost of their prize to advancing the mission of the National MS Society. I'm also excited to reveal the 2022 top fundraiser jersey featuring Times Square. In addition to the jersey, you'll get a bunch of awesome perks, including new this year, a chair or table massage provided by the Swedish Massage Institute at the finish line. If you raise $1,000 by September 23rd, which is this Friday, we will mail you your jersey prior to the event. We will also have jersey pickup at the finish line. So now, after all of that, I'm going to hand this back to Rachel so she can talk to us about our route overview, our on-route support, and what's in your rider packet and the rookie rider experience. So take it away, Rachel.
Thanks, Pete, and thanks for showing us all those awesome prizes. It looked like there's some very exciting ones this year. Bike MS New York City is in its 38th year, and it's an experience like no other. When else are you going to get to ride around Manhattan traffic-free on a bike and experience one-of-a-kind views? It is important for each and every cyclist to set a good example from the time you arrive at the start location to the time you cross the finish line by following the rules of the road and respecting the communities we ride through. By being respectful and courteous to your fellow cyclists and supporting volunteers. Bike MS provides the necessary tools to educate all Bike MS New York City cyclists on proper riding etiquette, but it's up to you to become a responsible cyclist. Do your part to ensure that everyone arrives safely at the finish line. Please review the safety information about personal safety, group riding skills, cycling etiquette, and bike maintenance. Be safe, be courteous, and be responsible. Rest stops are throughout the course and are stocked with pre-packaged snacks, whole fruit, individual water bottles, sports drinks, and we do also have gluten-free options, but they are available upon request. We will have bike mechanics provided by Trek, and that will be stationed throughout the start line chute, rest stops, and at the finish line. SAG vehicles will be available to give riders a lift if they need and can be identified by card magnets that state MS support vehicle. If you are in need of a SAG vehicle, just move off to the road out of the path of other riders, dismount your bike and stand near your bike, remove your helmet and give a thumbs down to the SAG vehicle. At peak hours, SAG vehicles may be full, so please be patient until the next SAG vehicle arrives. Ride marshals will be traveling along with riders to ensure that all the rules of the road are being obeyed and that cyclists are riding in a safe manner. They are also available if you are in need of assistance and will be wearing orange vests and have a bike plate and bib that says Marshal. Route maps are on our website and can be downloaded to ride with GPS, and we will have cue sheets, paper copies available on site at packet pickup and at customer service. To avoid getting off course, follow all route signs since there might be some last minute changes to the course due to road conditions. I know Pete's already mentioned this, but we have an important deadline coming up this Friday. All cyclists need a rider packet in order to participate in Bike MS New York City. We do not have packets available at Ride Morning, so it is very important that you reach your $250 fundraising minimum by this Friday, and your packet will be mailed to you. All qualifying packets will be mailed next week via the United States Postal Service. Don't worry, it's not your only opportunity to get your packet. If you do not receive or qualify to have your packet mailed, you will need to attend packet pickup. Ride weekend packet pickup will be at the Courtyard Marriott, New York, Midtown Manhattan. Midtown West, on Friday, October 21st from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, October 22nd from noon to 4 p.m. Online registration will close at 4 p.m. on Saturday, October 22nd, and packets will not be available for packet pickup on ride morning. This is because our release window is so quick that we do not have the time in order to do so. And then we're going to go over what's in your rider packet. There are 4 mandatory items that are required for your Bike MS ride. Your bib number. The bib number will assist you as identification on the course. Please safety pin your bib on your back to your outermost layer of clothing while on the route at the start finish lines. Safety pins will be included in your packet, and please make sure to fill out the emergency contact information on the inside of your bib. We have a reversible bike plate, and your bike plate must be fastened to your front handlebars with the route you are riding facing out. Twist ties will be available in your packet to easily attach this. Mission ribbons. Proudly wear your orange mission ribbon on ride day. These are provided by our mission sponsor, Evernorth. And we also have an event wristband. You are required to wear your event wristband for the duration of the event. The wristband identifies you as a Bike MS participant and grants you access to food, beverages, and Bike MS services. This also does have an emergency phone number, but we do recommend calling 911 first. In addition to the following items that are mandatory for Bike MS New York City, we do have a suggested ride list to help you out on ride weekend. So the mandatory items are a helmet, a rider bib, bike number, wristband, and we of course want you to have your ID on you. We also have some additional recommendations based on potential weather conditions or suggestions from our veteran cyclists. One thing to make note, New York City has its own unique set of bag restrictions as part of the city's counterterrorism measures. The NYPD will be enforcing these measures on ride morning. For a full list of bag restrictions, please visit our website under registration and bag restrictions. But our approved bags are saddle bags, frame bags, handlebar bags, fanny packs, and uncovered baskets. Maybe you want to rent a bike. So if you don't have a bike, this is no problem. Unlimited Biking will be offering rentals for ride day that will be available for easy start and finish line pickup. Reserve your bike now in the ride details section of our website. Now we're going to get into our route. So the entrance to the start line chute is at 51st Street, and the actual start line will be at Pier 84 at 43rd Street. We do need some extra space to fit everybody in, so it is 8 blocks long. Our customer service tent is at Pier 84, and bike repair will be provided by Trek and will be at each of the breakfast trucks within the chute. Breakfast trucks and portos will be also available throughout the chute. The breakfast trucks will be stocked with easy grab and go items like bananas, granola bars, gels, quick, easy things for you to take with you. If you are planning on driving in, please use a parking garage south of 43rd Street, since there will be street closures along the whole start line of the chute. So you will not have access to certain streets. We do have a curated list, but we do not have any parking available that we provide as a sponsored event. But we do have a list of garages on our website that are not within the closure area. The chute will open for riders at 6 a.m. with an approximate 7 a.m. start, but this will be dictated by the NYPD and can shift depending on street closures. Our 30-mile traffic-free route is one of a kind and allows amazing views that you can only see on this route. If you want to check out some of the things that you're going to be able to see, scan the QR code and it'll take you over to the Ride with GPS link. This will allow you to see basically everything you have going on the route, and this will be fully traffic-free around Manhattan. We do have our Inwood Park rest stop, which is sponsored by our gold level sponsor, Point B. This is the only rest stop on the 30-mile route, and it will be 19 miles into the course. This will also be the point where we will split our 30 and 50-mile routes. All cyclists are required to stop at Inwood Park, so the NYPD can shift the highway closure from one side of the highway to the other. And it is a great chance to grab a snack and take a break before you finish your ride and head into that finish line. Mentioned our 50-mile route. This route will be new for 2022. You will do the first 19 miles traffic-free in Manhattan. And after the Inwood Park rest stop, you will head over to the George Washington Bridge and then north into Palisades Park and 9W. This section of the route does contain some significant grades, and vehicles will be on this route. This is not a traffic-free section, so please review the Ride with GPS prior for more information. The route will loop back south at Alpine, New Jersey, and go back across the GWB in Manhattan and then down to Pier 84. Do have the QR code, so if you are interested in learning more on that route, you can scan that. They also are available on our website. We have close-up maps of our GWB bike path. There will be staff there to control the flow of traffic in and out of this section to ensure safety. I know the arrows look a little confusing, but don't worry, we will have everything clearly marked and there will be staff there to help guide you along the way. So once you finish your ride, just so you know, Bike MS New York City is a loop ride. So our start and finish line is at Pier 84 on the West Side Highway between 43rd and 44th Street. We do not allow bikes on the pier, so please take advantage of our secure bike parking on the top deck of the Circle Line parking lot. In the morning, we will have customer service, bike rentals, our elite breakfast will be available at the pier, and post-ride, you will get to enjoy time with your team, friends, and family at our Finish Line Festival. Don't forget to pick up that Rookie Rider sticker at Pier 84 in the morning, so other cyclists can know it's your first time riding and offer words of encouragement. We'll have plenty of stock of these. And then the finish line is a great place to celebrate with fellow cyclists. For completing the ride, all cyclists will receive a t-shirt and a medal, and we will have a great experience filled with fun activities like lunch from Bear Burger, a local craft beer garden, and much more to celebrate your accomplishments. I just want to take a second to thank our sponsors. So our local presenting sponsor is AM Trust Financial. Our gold level local sponsors are Bear Burger, Oz Moving, Evernorth, Trek, and Point B. Just want to give one more calendar reminder of some of those key upcoming deadlines. So the September 23rd, which is Friday, as I've mentioned, is the rider packet mailing deadline. And then we will also have October 13th at 7 p.m. We will have a virtual safety clinic to go through rules of the road. This is sponsored by Trek, and we'll have lots of great safety tips for ride day. And then on October 21st and 22nd, packet pickup will be available at the Courtyard Marriott. And the times will be between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Friday and noon to 4 on Saturday. And now we are going to open it up to questions. So is there any questions that anybody might have, or things that we didn't cover, or anybody that wants us to go more in depth on?
I had a couple questions, and one was what is the is SAG an acronym, or is it just if you're like sagging behind? What are the vehicles?
Actually, a good question.
It is an acronym. It's support and gear.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I should also apologize. I've been running the slide deck because I sound like this. It's support and gear. So it basically is it's a support vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other
But it is a
question
fun
I have
acronym.
okay. A regular bike, do I need to you know, rent a specific, you know, high-end bike?
Nope,
Or,
you don't.
you know, with the
If you have a
exception of
bike
the
that you're
electric vehicle.
comfortable with, you're welcome to use the bike that you have. I mean, people do this ride on city bikes. We just have the fancy rental bikes available just in case we have anybody coming from out of town. Somebody doesn't want to trek their bike in, but you can use whatever bike you are comfortable with. The only things that we do not allow on the course, which this is going to sound like quite a funny list when I say it, you are not allowed to ride dirt bikes, the electric unicycles or party pedal carts. Those are not allowed, as well as rickshaws. We do not allow those. Yep, this list has been developed over a careful curation of events with New York City.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Teresa, I also believe earlier you had a little apprehension about street riding. I would say the best way to ride on a Manhattan street is without any cars on it. It's frankly the only way to ride, in my opinion. So you're looking forward to a much easier experience than I had in Midtown a couple days ago. So if you're nervous about that, you're only going to be out there with your fellow cyclists.
That's
and this
awesome,
wraps
it's
up
nice
my
to
speaking
see
for the
that.
night. Thank you.
Mhm.
No, but if nobody else had any questions, we can wrap this up, and we will have the recording and the deck available on the website. And then we also will have our safety clinic call on October 13th. So that's another great chance. If you have any fellow rookies that might have not been able to attend this evening, that's another great chance to get a lot of the ride safety and logistics questions answered. So thank you everybody for joining us this evening, and we are looking forward to seeing you in October.
Bye, everybody.